Would you like to hear a story about a lonely duck? A campground duck in search of love, affection, and family. Hi, I'm Steve Turtle and I'm a work camper. This is a channel about Jill and me, our adventures, our travels, and a whole lot of work camper stuff. If you are a work camper or you're dreaming to become a work camper, you should subscribe and ring that bell. If you ring the bell, you'll get a notification every time I post a new story. You don't want to miss one. Last week I talked about our off-season work camper projects here at Millbridge Village Camp Resort. Now if you missed last week's story and you'd like to see it, I'll leave a link right up there. This week I'm talking about our one and only campground duck. It's a beautiful story. 10 things to do while practicing physical distancing. And I got a poem that I want to share about full-time RVing. Okay, you go ahead and Steve will start. I was challenged by our epic RV adventure. 10 things to do while practicing physical distancing. So here it is, 10 things that we're doing while locked down. Every year our friends have a big Christmas party and we do this big thing and we exchange gifts. Well, this year, Jill and I got facials. So our number one thing is facials. Number 2, dye my mustache. Wipe it on or stick it on or spread it on. The box says 5 minutes. The first time I did it, I actually didn't press play. So I went through the whole motions thinking I did. I did not. So the second time I put it on and wiped it off pretty quick. Got a little dark anyway. It'll be all right. Number 3, Jill cut my hair. I'm cheap. I saved $10. Number 4, watch my favorite personality on YouTube. Oh, and did I say washing my hands? And while you're watching me wash my hands, go ahead and take a minute and hit that subscribe button right down there. Number 5, I took a walk out by the creek. And number 6, I fed my monkey. Yeah, you fight, but at least you're not crabby like Gus. Number 7, build stuff. Wait, hold on. I don't think I was supposed to say anything about work. Never mind. Okay, number 7, Jill is sewing new curtains. Number 8, cooking on the grill, cooking a sausage, no one around, just me, all alone, practicing physical distancing. And number 9, cooking on the stove. Man's gotta eat. I gotta have more than one meal a week, so yeah, cooking on the stove. Number 10, last but not least, badminton. I gotta get some exercise, gotta get out there and do something. Knock the birdie around.
This is not a commercial for Just for Men. They did not sponsor this story in any way. They did not give me any money. However, if they had given me money, that would be really great. But they did not. So if you feel really bad about that and you'd like to help out, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about work camping. It's not really work camping, but I guess it is. I want to tell you that story about that duck. That one lonely duck. One lonely duck. A white domesticated duck. Living all alone on the land. Surviving by handouts from the campers. Living from weekend to weekend. Then a friendly old work camper comes by and decides he's going to feed her. Then one day, the call of the wild. A mallard duck flies in, looking for a friend. The two unite, and the romance begins. They spend the winter together, helping each other through till spring. Now spring is here, and love is in the air. Hopefully, we will have some babies this year. The story continues. May I introduce Millie and Jerry, the campground duck couple. Okay, so that's the story of the lonely duck. And the story ends well, like all stories should. So today, I have a project, a duck project. So I have some lumber from down at the mill. I tore something out, and now I'm gonna build something with it. I'm gonna make a duck feeder. I'm gonna feed our duck. I'm gonna feed Millie and Jerry. The plan, the design, the process, a creation in the making. The idea was mainly, let's establish a place for feeding ducks and keep the food dry. Okay, let's work on the roof first. Go ahead, dog, tell them. Ruff. Now, as with all used lumber, you may have to bang out a few nails. And a good rule, measure twice, cut once, and drill a few holes. Then we screw it all together. And a little more screwing. And sometimes I don't bang the nails out, I just cut them right out of the board. And the process is slow. Usually I start off with an idea, and then I sort of design as I go. If it don't work one way, I'll do it the other way. Now watch this, how the project comes together. I'm not quite sure about the roof yet. I've looked around trying to find some materials on hand so I don't spend any money, of course. I found a few things. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to use them, but I don't know. I'm gonna sort of continue to look. So I had some raw edges where I'd made some cuts, and I wanted to clean it up a little bit, make it look a little bit better. So I went ahead and I stained the whole thing. Well, I let the stain dry overnight and it looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and put the roof on, but I probably won't have time to do it before I post this video, so it'll probably be in the next one, but I'll let you look at it right before I put the roof on. Ruff. Ruff. Oh, did I tell you? I was washing my hands. That's something I did this week. I was washing my hands. And while you're watching me wash my hands, go ahead and hit that like button down below. I'd really appreciate it. It'd be a nice thing to do. And then I'll stop moving my finger like this. A Bucket of Freedom. I found this poem and I thought I would share it. It's The Wealth Poem by Randy Vining. Wealth is like a leaky bucket beneath a water spout. Running water is your income. Expense is leaking out. And the measure of your wealth is, how long could you hold out if some sad misfortune turned off the water spout? Most folks focus on the spigot, seeking increase of the flow. I focus my intentions on the leakage down below. I sought to plug my bucket, reducing my expenses, holding in my savings like a cowboy mending fences. With patience, I waited for bargains. I did not count on lady luck. Lived well below my means, getting bang for every buck. When the water in my bucket reached that calculated mark, I left behind all drudgery and flew off like a lark. So I think my wealth is great because my needs are small, and I won't have to work again with any luck at all. Money can purchase freedom, if you have the guts to buy it. I know folks with buku bucks too afraid to try it. But I purchased freedom with the savings in my pail, and down the highway of America, in my land yacht, I will sail. Oh, and did I tell you? This week, I was washing my hands, and while you're watching me wash my hands, go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this story. Well, that's our story for the week. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, click like down below and smash that subscribe button if you'd like to hear more stories like this one. New stories every week on Wednesday, right here on this YouTube channel. And ring that bell. If you ring the bell, you'll get a notification every time I post a new story. You don't want to miss one. Until later, thanks for your time. Bye.